Okay, Todd, it wasn't the prettiest game once again, but you come away with the 4 points against a team that was undefeated this season. Similar to last week, might not have been pretty, but it was brave and it was hard fought, and you would have liked a lot of the fight that your team showed.
Yeah, it was a challenge. Obviously, they were going pretty well, and there's a lot of numbers behind the ball, so it makes it a challenge for us. But again, I thought we missed some pretty easy chances early to get away, and then gave up a couple of soft ones the other way. So, late we missed a couple of set shots, one just before three-quarter time or on the siren that, we just got to be better. So, but we found a way to win, so we'll move on.
Are you learning a lot about ways to try to get around it when teams are... clearly you're probably the best attacking team in the competition. You have been for probably your whole tenure as coach. Are you slowly finding ways to get around that and to get around teams that are trying to shut it down and make it an ugly game and getting people behind the ball?
Well, look, it happens variously. I wouldn't say we're the best attacking team, but yeah, the last couple of weeks have been a bit of a challenge. So so many players around the ball and sort of behind the ball makes it a bit of a scrap, and unfortunately, it's certainly not pretty or attractive. So. But we probably had some chances with some good open play that we didn't make the most of, so we just got to keep practicing.
Are you, like you say, it's not great to watch. Are you conscious of that as a coach when you're sitting in the box? Can you feel that it's an ugly game like the spectators might? And do you feel like as a coach you want to try to do something to make it a bit more attractive?
Well, at the end of the day, it's a win-loss game, so we just want to win. You don't have really think too much about what the game's like when it's going on, other than you're trying to hopefully do some stuff to make it more on your terms, and if that means scoring, then so be it. But yeah, I think neither team's really got to any great heights today. So, but you can only do what you can do. So,
Claremont might not be the most attacking team, but they're really tough to beat. They make themselves hard to beat. So from that point of view, are you really happy that you're able to overcome what they threw at you and the way they wanted to play to still come away with a win and to really be in control of the game for pretty much most of it?
Yeah, look, we certainly felt like we were on top for the most part. A couple of silly errors in the last quarter made it a lot closer than it should have been. So we're pleased with that, but as I said to the players after the game, the good thing is, we certainly didn't play great today. But we feel like there's a lot more growth in us and we can get better. So, but to still win is obviously a bonus. So, yeah, look, you're always working. You're never content, are you? You always want to be better. So that's where we're at.
What did you like? What did you come away happy with that you did see out there?
Oh, look, I think we lost Chris Luff halfway through the first quarter. So, that's a significant challenge when you lose a player that early. And I thought our boys really dug in and were able to cover the load. I think, as I said to the boys, I think most of them at some time had some good patches, but most of them also had some patches that they can be better. So, there's definitely some positives and there's some areas for us to work on. And we get another opportunity to do that. We'll work to get better at training and then hopefully roll out a bit better next week.
You mentioned Chris Luff, and we know what he's been through and what a journey it's been for him to get back here. He wrote a column for the club's website a couple of weeks back about what it meant to him and everything he's been through. Terrible luck for him, isn't it? What do you know about his injury so far?
Oh, look, it's been a great story for him to get back. Really the main reason for him to come back was to, whether he plays one game or rest of this season or a couple of seasons, whatever it is, was a chance for him to go out on his terms. So, for him to fight back and get back in and play some pretty good footy, and he's been huge. So, no, I don't know. He rolled his ankle and they said he couldn't come back. So, fingers crossed, it's not too bad.
Next week now, Subiaco. What are your thoughts on that game?
I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. So close to this one finishing. So, look, they've only played a couple of games. So, we'll have a look at today and how they went, and then we'll try and plan to beat them next week.
People from the outside can talk up that it's a grand final rematch. From the inside the club, do you bring that up, or the fact that it was 11 months ago almost now, do you ignore it? How do you approach it from that point of view?
Yeah, I think the old come back out and get revenge for grand finals is crap, to be honest. You're never going to get revenge for the grand final. That'll burn for you. The games that you've played in, that I've played in, you know, you're never going to make up for that. So, look, it's a new season, new game, and we're just focused on this year. So we can't do anything about last year, but we can do something about this year. So, you know, it'll be a forward focus.
Regardless of who the opponent is, if you are able to win and go 4-0 in a short season, you're probably more than halfway towards finals already.
Yeah, look, we're focused on trying to win 6 as quick as we can. So if that means that we go to 4 this week, that'll be fantastic. Hard to believe, you know, after next week it'll be halfway through. So, yeah, to have 4 in the bank next week would be great. But, yeah, it'll be another step towards hopefully, you know, the target is 6 as quick as we can.
Thank you.
No worries.